everyone, welcome to Savvy Stewardess TV. Today, Bianca from Crew Pilates is going to be showing us a routine that you can do in your cabin, you can do on deck, or just anywhere that you can throw your mat down on board. So let's get started.
So welcome to Crew Pilates. We're going to do a session today. It's only going to be about 10 minutes, but just to show you the exercises and maybe give you a few ideas if you're doing a crossing or you're heading off and not a lot of space to train, then this is going to be the session and the workout for you. So always with Pilates, we want to make sure that you go until you lose your precision. So it's not about reps or how many exercises you can do, it's about doing them absolutely perfectly. So let's get going. We start with a roll down, standing with your feet just a fist apart, and we want to come for a deep inhale and exhale. We come again, deep inhale, opening up those intercostal muscles, and exhale. We come for our first roll down, just nod the chin to the chest and bring the body down towards the mat. You really want to get the feeling of dropping your chest down onto the thighs, and exhale, we restack the spine. One vertebra at a time, bringing the shoulders in line with your hips. We come again for two more. Nod the chin to the chest and get the feeling of opening out your vertebrae one at a time, dropping the chest bone down, and exhale, restack the spine. So always with Pilates, never let the breathing confuse you. Just work through the movement, and once you've got that right, then play around with the breath side. Keeping the shoulders strong and on the back. Really pulling down from the top of the head. Deep inhale and exhale. We restack the spine up into that nice, strong, neutral spine. Lengthen through the crown of the head. And now we get going. Go. So we start with an exercise called the pelvic curl. You want to make sure that your feet are just kind of within catching distance of your hands. Nice and strong, dropping the shoulders down on the mat. We come for three. Deep inhale to prepare and exhale. Tilt the pelvis up into that strong bridge position. So we want to have a strong line from the knees through to the shoulders, and open the back up, drop down from upper spine, mid back, and lower back. We come again for two more, thinking of that spinal articulation, really keeping equal weight across all 10 of the toes. Rib cage stays wrapped around the spine, and we come again, the last one, little tilt and a lift, hold. From there we come into the shoulder bridge prep. So we go left leg tabletop position, drop down. We go right leg tabletop position, drop down. Always keeping the height of the hips nice and strong in the upper body. Nothing's changing in the upper body. You're working just through the isolation of the leg. There. We come again, last one, lift and drop. Deep inhale to prepare and exhale. Slowly drop down upper spine, mid back, lower back. We get ready for the Pilates hundreds, the famous Pilates hundreds. So we go one leg at a time up into tabletop position, and slowly lift up into that 60 degrees. Keep lower back pushed down. Deep inhale to prepare and exhale. We go pulse, 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 pulse. Inhale, pulse, 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 pulse. Exhale, da, 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 da. Inhale, da, 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 da. We're here for 100 pulses of the arms. That's why it's called the Pilates hundreds. And we come again, strong pulses with the arms. Keep the chest lifted. Legs stay out at 60. If you feel it in your lower back, you're welcome to bend the knees and take a little bit of strain outside the spine. And we come again. Da, 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 da. Strong pulses with the arms that you're initiating from the shoulder. And we come again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We come into single leg stretch. There. This is the positioning. You want to make sure the knee is above the hip. Get the feeling of pushing out from the knee towards the hands and pushing the hands down into the knee. We come for one. Switch. We come two. Switch. Obviously you're going to do however many you can until you lose fatigue. There. We go three. There. Finish off in tabletop position. double leg stretch, keeping the chest lifted. We inhale, reach. Exhale, swim the arms round. We come again, strong reach. Exhale, swim the arms round. Last one, reach. Swim the arms round, hold. We get ready for crisscross. Abs are hurting now. Hands come behind the head. Push head into hands, hands into head. And we come for the crisscross. And we exhale, crisscross, keeping your elbows open and your hips strong and stable. And sha. We go last, one each side, and reach. Finishing off in tabletop position, drop down. We get ready for the roll up. All right. Drop the thumbs down towards the mat. Get the feeling of pushing your hips down and keeping the rib cage wrapped around the spine. All right, so we go. Deep inhale to prepare and lift. Take a look at the feet. And exhale, sweep. You really want to get the feeling of pushing your belly button to the spine at the top of the exercise. And from there we drop back down from your lower back, then through the mid-spine. Now keep the chest lifted and we go thumbs and drop. Nice work. We come for another 2 more. So we go. Inhale, lift, chin, chest. Exhale, scoop. Nice strong C position of the spine. We go again. Drop down from lower back, mid-spine, stop. We go arms first. And drop down. My guys always hate this exercise for some reason. So it's my challenge to the guy crew to do it. Girls tend to get it right the first time. Right, from there we flatten out in the back. I want you to bring your big toes in towards you. Separate the feet just to about your shoulders. And we get ready for spine stretch. So deep inhale to prepare. And exhale, nod the chin to the chest. And bring the body down towards your thighs and slowly restack. You want to imagine that you're bringing your back up against a straight wall. There. We come for 2 more. Nod the chin to the chest. Bring the body down towards the thighs. We restack 1 vertebra at a time. You're going to feel a nice stretch inside your back and inside the back of the legs. Especially for those of us like myself who have very tight hamstrings. Keep pulling those big toes in towards you. You'll really feel a big difference in the stretch. And exhale, we restack 1, 2, 3 through those vertebrae. We get ready for spine stretch. Feet come together. Keep pulling those big toes in towards you. Your hands come behind your head, interlace them, and we come for little pulses. Pulse, pulse. Back to center. Sha. Now watch your feet and your hips in this exercise. You shouldn't be moving at all in the lower body. It should just be an upper body twist. Ba, ba, and finish. From there we get ready for a nice back support. Love this exercise. Super tough work for the ladies, especially on the arms, which we don't like to work. Alright, so we stick out the pec muscles, nice strong straight back, fingers are facing forward, and we get ready for that little lift into the strong pike position. Drop the body down just to the tips of the kind of little touch of the buttocks there, and lift, exhale, lift. We come again. Last one, little touch, and lift. The ladies that want to get rid of the arms, you can always come into the backward push-ups 2 and 3. See how many you can do, and drop the body back down. Alright. We get ready for some hamstring stretches before we go into hamstring core exercises. So, we bring the legs up into tabletop position 1 at a time. Always 1 at a time, just to kind of reduce the strain on your back when you come into the lifted leg positions. And we lift the legs up to 90. We start with the legs down at 60. And we go deep inhale to 90. Exhale, lift, use the abs to get you over. Nice parallel line with the feet and the floor. We flex in the feet, separate and drop down towards the mat. And exhale, rebuild the body back onto the mat, keeping the feet separated. And back to sit. Come for two. Separate, drop. Now you want to keep the knees very close to the body and bring that body back down from the upper spine, mid back, lower back. For those of us that have the skew shoulders, you want to really make sure that the shoulders drop down onto the mat and that you really don't take any strain into the shoulders. We come for the last one. Flex, separate, drop. Bring the body back. Shoulders are down on the mat. And there. Now we're going to have some fun with a difficult exercise called the jackknife. So it starts exactly the same as rollover. I like to, with the jackknife, have my hands behind my hips just to give me a bit of extra support. We come for the touch and lift into that strong pike position. We come again, 2 more, and lift. You really want to work through the hip extensors on your way up and lift. Beautiful work. Now keep those arms down on the mat and body up. You can hear I'm taking strain. It's not an easy exercise. And drop back down to the mat. Legs come back to tabletop position and drop down. Alright, we get ready for some exercises on all fours. And I'm going to actually speak about this for a little second. Ladies hate push-ups. They hate anything to do with their arms. And there's no reason why we should. We are strong enough to do it. There's no such things as ladies push-ups in Pilates. We just do it the same way everyone else does, and we work our arms nice and strong. So it's always very important to get the alignment right before you go into your push-ups. So the idea is to always have your wrists directly underneath the shoulders, your knees directly underneath your hips, and stay pushed out in the shoulder blades, so you don't want to sink into the shoulders. From there we go out into the strong push-up position. So one leg at a time, we go back and there. Now we get ready for the front support. So you point that right leg and we go for 3, 2. Obviously when you do this, you're going to do a lot more than what I'm demonstrating now. We switch over onto the other side. Little lift, drop, lift, drop. Hold yourself plank position. We get ready for the leg pull front, little brush of the knee along the mat and release. We go brush, release, keeping that nice strong co-contraction of the abs in the back. Bah. The hips don't get involved, the body stays solid. Bah. Hold. We go into push-ups. 3, 2, 1. Hold. We push out into yoga downward dog, just to get a nice stretch and a release before we go back into more push-ups. Shoulders come back over the wrists. We go for 3, 2, 1. Breathe. And you come for the last set. Of course, you're going to be doing 10 of these or more. 2, 3. Hold. Never collapse from your push-up position. Down onto all knees. There. And hold. Alright. We get ready for some back extension. Drop the body down onto the mat. You want to have your hands stacked one on top of the other. We come for basic back extension. Exhale, lift. 2, 3. Straight into swimming, we go arms out, legs lift, and little flutter kicks and movement with the body. Super tough exercise. We go 3, 2, 1, and drop down. Hands come underneath the shoulders. We get ready for, in yoga they call it the cobra, I believe, but we call it the swan dive prep. Little lift of the nose off the mat and push all the way out, making sure that you're pushed out of the lower abs, lengthening through your head, and we drop back down. We come for 2 more. Little lift. Extend through the head. Get that nice, beautiful lower back extension. We lift nose, chest, belly button, and hold. We come back down, belly button, chest, and nose. Straight into rocking prep, holding onto the feet, into that strong back extension, and lift. We come for 2. Push the feet against the hands. And last one. And pushing the body back up onto all fours. We're nearly done. Finishing with a little bit of cat stretch. Rock the head, push your belly button to your spine. We want to come back through a neutral spinal position where you lift the head, hang the belly. One of the few opportunities in Pilates to hang your belly. And we come for 2 more. Little push belly button to spine. Really keeping strong shin bones pushed into the mat. And I always say nice butter wrists, so very soft wrists. We come for the last one on each side here. And finish off that nice heavy belly, heavy ribs, back into neutral. And we finish off with my favorite, the rest position. And we're done.